Because if there's one thing I can tell you, is God is not in the business of empowering selfish motives and personal ambition. Oh, amen. And if we don't purge ourselves of self-ambition, self-seeking motives, we can spend a long time waiting to be used. And God's like, man, I need you pure. The most amazing thing about God is he doesn't require that you be pure of sin to be used, but he most definitely loves a person who's pure of motive. I want to prove what is good and acceptable to God. I want to prove what is good and acceptable to God. I want to prove what is good and acceptable to God. I want my life to prove what is good and acceptable to God. I'm not trying to prove to you that God can bless me. God has already blessed me. I'm trying to prove to you what is good and acceptable and pleasing to God. How much of us do we think is necessary to get what God promised done? Faith is always coming to that thought. God, how much of me are you actually saying is necessary to get this done? Faith is always asking that question. It's always putting before you, is it 10% of you and 90% of God? Is this how much I'm supposed to take it? Then God's supposed to take it from this spot. Am I supposed to do this much of this? And how much of what I'm supposed to be doing that God showed to me belongs to him? And how much belongs to me? Faith is always having you in that thought process. Y'all want to know the answer? It's none of you. When you feel yourself sitting in a room and you're trying to contemplate why to do this and why to do that, and you're thinking about needs and you're thinking about purpose and you're thinking about vision, while you're thinking about legacy, you're thinking about all these things, these aren't mixable conversations. That's how we've always come out with the wrong answers. Because in the middle of that, we lose track of the motive. And we lose track of the motive, we lose track of the reason, which is to bring glory to him.